Golden Radio Hour.
Gangbusters.
Gangbusters, presented in cooperation with police and federal law enforcement departments throughout the United States. The only national program that brings you authentic police case histories.
Gangbusters presents Louis J. Valentine, former commissioner of the largest police force in the world, who will interview by proxy Lieutenant Tom McGrath, Chicago Police Department, retired. Commissioner Valentine.
Lieutenant McGrath, I know Winslow Urban terrorized the Midwest for years.
Yes, Commissioner Valentine. To Winslow Urban, crime was a big business. Where others sought thousands, he went after millions. Urban was so cunning and so daring that on one occasion he was able to rob hundreds of families of their life savings at one blow.
And that's tonight's case, Lieutenant McGrath. Where would you like to begin?
A few months ago in Chicago, Commissioner, a slender, wiry man named Lou Morgan was keeping an appointment in a large gymnasium where prize fighters exercised and trained.
Hi, Joe. Been waiting long?
About time you got here, Morgan. Urban's getting impatient. This time he wants everything set and perfect. And no more excuses.
Everything's okay now, Joe. I got it all figured like Urban wants.
You took enough time.
Well, he wants a clean job, Joe. It takes time.
Okay, come on.
Urban in the back room here?
Yeah, he's getting a rub down. Let's go in. Morgan says it's all set, Urban.
Hi, Urban.
Fill it, Morgan. It worked. What are you waiting for?
Oh, Urban in front of this rub-down guy.
Ah, he's deaf and dumb, I say.
Oh, look, Urban, I'm the front man. I can't take no chances.
Tell me, I tell you. Okay, I'll show you. That's enough rubbing, Mickey. See? You can't hear nothing.
Look, I'm a nervous guy, Urban.
Okay. Joe, send Mickey out of here. Hey, Mickey. Urban says that's enough rubbing for now. You should come back later. Yeah, later. Okay, Morgan. What's it look like?
It's an easy mark, Urban. Ought to be 200 grand.
I
at least.
told you to find out about the burglar alarm.
I did.
Well?
No burglar alarm.
How do you know?
Well, that's what took me so long. Like I told you before, the place looks like a business office, see? But they got a big vault with a tin door. Some people don't like to keep money in a bank, so they rent safe deposit boxes from this outfit. They got hundreds of boxes.
How do you know there ain't no burglar alarm?
They got a watchman instead. He lives upstairs over the office. Me and him, pals. I make friends with the guy, see? We take a walk, have a couple of beers, and before you know it, I got the layout of the whole vault. The same as if he handed me the blueprints. Yeah, it'll be a cinch, Urban. You could drop a bomb in there, nobody'd hear it.
What about the doctor that has his office on the second floor?
He's the only one upstairs besides the watchman.
You case the doctor?
Sure, even let the doc examine me. You got nothing to worry about him. Goes home every night. You gonna do the job, Urban?
Yeah.
When?
Friday night.
Then I guess I'll blow out of town for the weekend.
You want your 10%. You do a piece of work for it.
What do you mean, Urban?
Somebody's got to put this watchman on the spot. We don't know him, so you're the one who's going to do it.
Oh, no, Urban, I can't. I'm up to my neck now. If I put the finger on that watchman, the cops will hang it on me, sure.
You'll do like I say if you know what's good for you.
Yeah. Okay, Urban.
When's the watchman make his rounds at the vault?
Every hour on the nose. Takes him 15 minutes.
You carry a time clock?
Yeah, he punches it at 5 stations.
What's he do after he makes his rounds?
Takes a walk, maybe for 45 minutes. But look,
Shut
Urban...
up. You're going to have that watchman in tow. I figure it'll take 3 hours to open the vault and crack the lockboxes inside. You got to make the watchman's rounds for him or the alarm will go off.
I'll take care of that, Urban.
Meanwhile, I don't want no nosy cops spotting a Jimmy door. So we go in with the watchman's key. And we keep the watchman where he can do no damage.
Yeah, Urban, I see your point, but look...
Friday night, you'll take a walk with that watchman at 10:15. When you get to the corner drugstore, go in for cigarettes. Leave the watchman standing on the corner. Me and the boys will handle the details from there on. Just you have the watchman outside that drugstore.
Say, I hope you didn't mind walking down here by the drugstore.
No, it suits me as long as we're walking.
Okay.
You know, walking's why I like being a night watchman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you can go out for air, between rounds.
Well, I just want to step in here for a minute.
Okay, let's go.
No, all I want is cigarettes. You wait here a minute, huh?
Oh, wait, come to think of it, I need cigarettes myself.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
Okay, what do you smoke? I'll get them for you.
Oh, now, listen, I couldn't let you do that. I'll come on in.
What's a pack of cigarettes? Just stay here a minute. I'll bring you some out.
Okay, mister. Okay with me.
Pardon me, mister. We dropped a key on the curb back there.
Yeah, we wondered, could you hold a match while we look for it?
Why, yes, I guess so. I think I got a box of matches someplace here in my pocket.
Yeah, obliged, mister.
Right here's the spot.
Sure. Just a second now. I'll strike a match. Right.
Now, Joe.
He got cold.
Hold him up. Now, here comes the car.
All right, get him in the car, quick. Okay, step on it. Head for the vault.
Look at it, thousands.
A gold mine. Look at all them rings and things.
Oh, come on, we ain't got time to play with it. Crack this box. What a haul. Am I seeing right?
$100 bills.
Joe,
Yeah, Urban?
come here.
Keep on cracking them boxes, boys, while I see what Urban wants. Did you ever see so much dough, Urban?
That's going to be the biggest haul anybody ever got. What time is it, Joe?
It's almost 1.
Time to make another round with that watchman's time clock.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
How about the watchman?
I just checked him. He won't wake up for hours. When he does, it'll take him a week to untie himself.
Perfect, Joe. Perfect. All right, hurry up, you guys. Get them last boxes open. We're getting out in 20 minutes.
Looks like whoever broke into this vault made quite a haul, doesn't it, Sergeant?
No telling how much, Captain Rogers.
Oh, what a mess. Look at it. Mortgage papers, registered bonds, heirlooms. Everything they couldn't use. Thrown it all over the place.
They left this behind. Imagine what they took with them.
Any fingerprints, Sergeant?
Not a print, Captain Rogers.
Did you check that watchman story?
Yes, sir. I'm sure he's in the clear. But he's all we've got to work with right now.
Somebody cased this job perfectly.
Yes, they knew every corner like a book. Right now, it points to the man the watchman took a walk to the drugstore with just before the robbery.
What's the watchman have to say about this man?
He's given us a pretty accurate description, but it could fit 1,000 suspects.
All right. Put men to questioning everyone in the neighborhood, Sergeant. Maybe someone else noted this finger man. Meantime, we'll get an estimate of the loot. I hate to think of the figure when it gets totaled.
Stop blaming them rings and things, Joe. I'm trying to add.
Boy, oh boy, what'd it take? How much, Urban? How much?
Let me check the figures now. Let's see. Currency, coins, negotiable bonds, jewelry. 8, 13, 22, 30, 38, 60, 44.
How much, Urban? How much?
Just a second. Wait a minute. There. Take a look.
300 grand.
Take another look, Joe.
300. Oh. 3,000. You're kidding.
No. That's the total.
$3 million.
Yeah. 3 million plus a couple of thousand and all that jewelry.
I didn't think there was that much dough in the world.
There was in them tin boxes.
And we got it.
Yeah. Joe.
Don't bother me. I'm dreaming about spending my cut.
That's what I want to talk about.
What do you mean? That's already settled.
Look, Joe. A $3 million score makes this dough the hottest stuff in the country.
So?
So we can't let the boys push it out too freely.
No?
My idea is everybody takes 15 grand apiece and we pack the rest away until it cools off.
Who packs it away?
Who's the boss?
You.
Then I take care of the money until we split the balance.
I know, Urban.
I know.
You think I'm crazy enough to blow out with all this dough? The boys would cut my head off.
And I'd be there with the sharpest knife.
Okay, so it's settled. Each takes 15 grand, and I pack away the rest.
It's settled, Urban. But don't forget what I said.
About the sharpest knife?
Yeah. $3 million. Why, that little punk Morgan. He had the right dope. You gotta give him credit.
Yeah. Morgan's in for casing this job is 10%. You know what 10% of $3 million is?
300 grand. So what?
300,000 is a lot of dough. More than we expected from the whole job.
He earned it.
What business a punk like Morgan got with 300,000? It's dangerous.
For him?
For us. If he tosses that dough around, he get picked up. Cops make him sing and we fry. You can't spend no $3 million in Joliet.
So we give him peanuts.
We give him nothing, Joe. He was front man, and sooner or later the cops will nab him. When a copper says boo, a punk like Morgan sings.
You mean we gotta give him the business?
Yeah, the business. But make sure it's a clean job. Morgan's out of town now, setting up his alibi. He'll be back Monday for a split. You and the boys will see that he gets it. Between the eyes.
Not 24 hours after Urban robbed the vault, Commissioner Valentine, he was planning to dispose of the weakest member of his gang.
Lieutenant McGrath, Winslow Urban had given instructions to his gang to murder Lou Morgan, the man who led Urban to the $3 million loot. What happened next?
Well, Chicago detectives questioned hundreds of people, Commissioner Valentine, to uncover even the smallest lead to the man who cased the vault for the gang. One of those questioned was the doctor who had his office above the vaults. Captain Rogers went there to talk.
I'd like to remember every detail, Doctor. As I said, the night watchman has told us he first met this suspect in the hallway, outside, coming out of your office here.
About 10 days ago, you say?
About then, Doctor. The watchman said he was wearing a plaid shirt and a
Wait.
pair of...
I think I do recall him.
Good.
Let me look back in my records. Here. February 2nd, J.L. Smith.
Well, he'd use a phony name.
I'm certain this is the man.
You examined him?
Thoroughly. He complained of feeling sick.
Was he?
Well, I could find nothing wrong. Hypochondriac type.
Well, tell me, when you were examining him, Doctor, did you notice anything about him? Any peculiar scars or marks?
Oh, yes. He did have a tattoo. Bathing beauty tattoo.
Where?
The left forearm. I
Good.
noticed the tattoo while taking his pulse.
Yes. Any other marks, Doctor?
An appendectomy.
Good. How about his teeth?
I recall several molars missing. He wore a dental bridge.
Perfect. Thanks very much.
I hope I've been helpful, Captain.
Doctor, you don't know how helpful you've been. This was a professional job. The men involved probably have records. And that tattoo, the appendectomy scar, and the missing teeth are distinctive clues. They may lead us to these criminals.
Identification Bureau to Captain Rogers. Have checked cross-file system for known criminals with 1 bathing beauty tattoo, 2 appendectomy scar, 3 missing molars and dental bridge. Results, 7 known criminals answering general description and having those marks. Sending these criminals' records to your office at once.
I asked you two gentlemen to come here to police headquarters to look at some pictures.
Yes, sir.
Doctor, will you please sit on one side of that table and the watchman on the other?
Good, Captain.
I have here 7 photographs. Doctor, I'm going to hand them to you first. If the man who visited your office is in that group, pick him out.
All right, Captain. Here, Captain. This one.
Hmm? All right, I'll just make a note of that number. Thank you, Doctor. Now, I'm going to shuffle these same pictures a bit and hand them to the watchman.
Yes, sir.
Now, sir, see if the man who went walking with you on the night of the robbery is any one of these 7 men.
Yes, sir. I'll try, Captain.
Take your time.
It's this one, Captain. I'd know him anywhere. I swear it is.
Here, give me that photograph, please.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Number 45682. Lou Morgan. It seems you gentlemen agree.
I knew him. I know him in a minute.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your cooperation. I'll assign the entire robbery and burglary squads to get a line on this Lou Morgan at once.
Hello?
Leonard,
Yeah.
Lou Morgan. I just got
We did good in our deal.
Good enough.
Hey, it was in 7 figures.
Yeah. So what?
Terrific. My commission ready, Urban?
It's an awful big chunk of dough for you, Morgan.
I get 10%, don't I? You gotta pay off.
Sure, I'm going to pay you off. How about coming around tonight? Boys will be here.
Boys?
Yeah, we're planning a little party.
Party? I don't know party, Urban.
Don't you want what's coming to you?
I know how you wake, Urban. Nothing doing. I ain't coming around.
I said come around here, Morgan, or I'll send the boys after you.
No, Urban. I don't want no knife in my back. Leave me be. Will you leave me be?
Open up, Morgan. We know you're inside. Open up, Morgan.
Push the door in.
Okay. You don't seem to be here. The closet.
Keep your gun ready.
Okay, Morgan, come out of that closet or we'll shoot through the door.
Grab him.
No. Look, honest, I won't squeal. Tell Urban, will you? Tell him to keep the dough. I don't want any dough, honest. I don't want any dough.
Squirming, Morgan.
Look, I don't want to die, please. I don't want to die. Look, tell Urban I'll hit the road. I don't want any dough. See, listen. Hey, who are you guys? They didn't send you, did he? You're coppers.
Yes, Morgan, we're police officers. What were you saying about Urban?
Urban? I don't know any such guy.
No? Well, you've told us what we want to know, Morgan. Take him downtown, Sergeant.
I got a piece of bad news for you, Urban.
Yeah, what?
We went to get Lou Morgan.
Oh?
The cops got there first.
What?
Nearly hooked us, too.
You got to move fast, Joe. Round up all the boys. Have them at the hotel at 7. I'll meet you there. We'll split up the balance of the dough and blow. As soon as Morgan sings, Chicago's not going to be so healthy.
Sergeant Thompson speaking.
This is Captain Rogers, Sergeant. You get any more out of Morgan?
Not yet, Captain, but he'll talk in time.
We can't wait, Sergeant. As soon as word of Morgan's arrest spreads, that gang will scatter to the four winds. The loot with them.
We'll get Urban, Captain. We'll work day and night until we do.
Well, it's important to recover the loot, too, Sergeant. Hundreds of people have lost their life savings. Now, you check every place Urban's been seen. Couldn't carry $3 million around with him. Must be hidden out someplace. Find it.
Okay, Urban, wake up. Come on, wake up.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hello, Urban.
Joe, Hiya, boys.
Yeah, I brought the boys along. You took this little room 60 miles out of town. Didn't think we could find you, huh?
Look, guys, you got this all wrong.
Yeah, you were supposed to show up at the hotel at 7 o'clock 3 days ago. Instead, you took the dough and skipped.
I'm telling you, Joe, you're wrong. I ain't got the dough.
Remember, Urban, I said I'd be the guy with the sharpest knife?
Cops were getting too close to me. I tried to reach it.
Where's the dough, Urban?
Same place it always was.
Where? Where is it?
You'll get your end in time.
We want it now. Where's the dough, Urban?
If I tell you, you'll grab the $3 million and take a walk with my split.
Where's the dough, Urban?
It's hid good. Hey, what is this? Am I boss of this mob or ain't I?
You ain't, Urban. You're just stalling for time, but we want that dough quick. Go to work on it, boys. Make them tell us where it is.
No, boys, no.
I tell you, Joe, we shouldn't have killed Urban till we got our hands on the dough.
He wasn't lying about the dough being up here in this attic by the pipe.
Are you sure?
After that workout we gave him, Urban wasn't telling no lies to us.
Okay, Joe. You're the boss. For now, anyhow.
All right, you guys. When we go in the attic, no noise, no lights. The dough's in a tin box under the floor by a pipe.
Right.
Now, I don't want myself cut to pieces and dumped in a ditch like Urban. So we split the dough right here. Okay?
Okay.
Open the door. Quiet now. That's the corner over there. Got the that crowbar ready?
Yeah. You fool. Sorry, Joe.
Fry up the floorboards. Easy now.
You see it yet, Joe?
Not yet. It's here, though.
We shouldn't have knocked Urban off yet.
See? What did I tell you? Here it is. Help me get the box out.
Okay.
What? I said no lights. Who turned them lights on?
Nobody turned them on.
Who turned them on? Put your hands up, everybody. Coppers. Keep them up.
You're cut. All right, Sergeant. Start putting the cuffs on them.
Right, Captain.
What's this all about?
We found Winslow Urban's body in a ditch near Kankakee a few hours ago.
So what?
And Morgan told us about this house. One of the many places Urban used. When you headed here, it was quite obvious where the loot was hidden. You walked right into our trap.
That Morgan, he'll get what's coming to him between the ribs.
You won't be the ones to give it to him. You've got you red-handed. You're going up for a long, long time.
Lieutenant McGrath, tonight's case is an outstanding example of efficient police work. What happened to Urban's gang?
All 7 of them, Commissioner Valentine, are now serving terms ranging up to life imprisonment.
Congratulations, Lieutenant, to the Chicago police. Even though this vicious gang staged one of the biggest robberies in criminal record, their loot did them no good, and all they got for their trouble was death or long sentences in prison.
Gangbusters is a Phillips H. Lord production.
Tonight, the Golden Horseshoe Radio Theater brings you action and adventure with Gangbusters.
And now, in cooperation with police and federal law enforcement departments throughout the United States, the only national program that brings you authentic police case histories. Waterman's Pens and Waterman's Ink present Gangbusters.
Of the death mask killer who used an innocent girl to cover his elaborate plans, but who learned that even the spending of 3 copper pennies could change the course of his life.
Presenting facts in the endless war of the police on the underworld. Facts that show the operation of our law enforcement officials in their work of protecting our citizens. Commissioner Louis J. Valentine, on leave as interviewer of Gangbusters, has now arrived in Tokyo, where he is to serve at the personal request of General Douglas MacArthur. Waterman's expects to bring you his voice by shortwave in the near future. Meanwhile, Gangbusters has asked Dr. Carlton Simon of New York City, internationally known criminologist, to narrate by proxy tonight's case. Well, good. Dr. Simon, I understand the criminal in tonight's case played a major part in the plot which led to a spectacular escape from Eastern Penitentiary last Easter.
He did indeed, Don Gardner. This killer, Bow Wow Bowers, was cunning, shrewd, and merciless.
His background must be of extreme interest to criminology, Dr. Simon.
It certainly is, Don. For the soundest way to combat crime is to know how the criminal's mind thinks and works. So I'm going to start tonight's case at a summer resort on a large lake in Wayne County, Pennsylvania. After dinner, a young couple was seated on a porch swing, looking out over the lake, which was brightened to silver by a full moon.
Scranton never was like this, Horace.
No? I was never in Scranton.
You'll have to come visit me sometime. You'd love my family.
I guess I would, Peggy. For anything like you. Look, baby, you and me, well, we made a lot of progress in 3 weeks.
Yes, Horace.
Well, there's not many women I'd give a second look. Let alone kiss.
Oh, darling.
Yeah?
Do you really have to leave?
I'll be back, Peggy, in a day or so.
Oh, don't go, please.
Believe me, baby, there's nothing I'd like better than staying here with you, but I got to leave as soon as Andy comes downstairs.
Oh, that Andy. Why do you have a man like that working for you?
He's handy to have around. Andy drives the car, carries my samples, knows a lot of people.
I still don't care much for him. He takes you away from me.
But I'll be back, Peggy.
When?
Day after tomorrow. You'll be here?
I should have left for home last week.
You stick around, Peggy. Oh, there's Andy. We're late now. Look, kid, there's nothing for you at home. Wait here for me.
All right, Horace. Hurry back.
So long, baby. Let's go, Andy.
Right.
You and that So what? Hold it. I got a pebble on my shoe.
What do you want to get involved with a dame for, Bowers? Ain't we got enough trouble? Every cop in Pennsylvania is out after us.
That's the idea, Andy.
I don't get it.
Just in case, Peggy Foster's going to be our alibi. She's going to be our proof we were right here when the cops say we weren't.
Yeah, you couldn't get her to tell a lie, and you know it.
No? Just give me another week or so, and she'll jump into the lake if I ask her to.
Yeah?
Sure. Come on.
Okay, if you say so. But I'd just like one look at her face when she finds out you're the hottest guy in the state.
Shut up and hop in the car.
Hey, I thought he wasn't taking us great.
Only in the Wilkes-Barre. We'll grab another car there.
Oh, I get it. A double switch.
Yeah. I got a nice Buick picked out. The owner won't miss for a week. Get going. I want to make the switch and take that nightclub in Easton before midnight.
Attention, all police. Be on watch for 2 armed bandits in stolen black Buick sedan. Believed fleeing north from Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania on Highway 611. Brutal gunmen identified as ex-convicts Bow Wow Powers and partner Andrioli. Held up 5 nightclubs and taverns vicinity Easton during past 48 hours. Blocked all roads. Authority, Captain Hall, Pennsylvania State Police.
You wanted to see me, Captain Hall? Oh, Trooper Brodsky, sit down. Sit down. Yes, sir. Brodsky, this wave of assaults and holdups has got to be stopped. Well, at least we know who we're looking for. Yes, but where? The devil only knows what kind of a hideout Bowers is using now. You haven't got any leads, Captain? Almost none. Brodsky, I want you to take charge of the hunt. Just the chance I've been waiting for, Captain. Now, you'll have to work in plain clothes. Of course. Haunt all the taverns and nightclubs in this area. Any scrap of information will help. I'd give a year's pay to catch him red-handed, Captain. So would I. You ever handled Bowers before, Brodsky? Oh, yes, Captain. I questioned him for several hours before he was sent to penitentiary last time. Good. Then you'd know Bowers in sight. I couldn't miss him. Now, be careful. Bowers would probably know you, too. Don't worry, Captain. All right, Brodsky. You stay on this assignment until Bowers is put away for keeps.
Hello?
Hello, Peggy. The moon's still out on the lake?
It's you, darling.
Miss me?
I thought you'd be back here at the lake yesterday.
I couldn't make it, Peggy. Business.
When are you coming back?
Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week.
Oh, Horace.
Now, look, kid, I got an idea. Why don't you drive down to Wilkes-Barre and meet me?
Well, all right, where?
Boulevard Inn's a nice, quiet place. Suppose you meet me there tomorrow night, about 11.
Boulevard Inn, Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah. I'll see you there about 11 tomorrow night. Understand me up?
I won't, darling. Bye.
Bye.
Well, where is this dame, Powers? She's an hour late already. How are we going to use her for an alibi?
Shut up, will you, Andy? I'm sore enough without you rubbing it in. And stop putting nickels in that jukebox.
If you got to play around with a dame, why pick on one like that?
Peggy's class, that's why.
Okay, she's class. How long do you think she'd stick around if she knew who you were?
She'd stick.
Don't make me laugh, Powers. You still got that moon in your eyes from the summer resort.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. You sure you told her Boulevard Inn?
That's the name of this joint, ain't it? Boulevard Inn? That's what I told her.
Look, Powers, it's risky enough coming to this joint, much less waiting around for an hour. Where is this thing?
Something could have happened. Peggy don't show up in 5 minutes, I'm going to phone her.
There's nothing quite as beautiful as Scandinavia in springtime, except Scandinavia in summer. And no one can show you Scandinavia like SAS. Climb aboard a gleaming Scandinavian Viking jet and break away to a vacation you'll never forget. Cruise the fjords of Norway. Capture the majestic natural beauties of Scandinavia from the decks of the 22,000-ton Royal Viking Star. Take a bus tour on a custom motor coach. Enjoy the best accommodations in any of 3 price ranges. Book a fly-dry vacation to Stockholm, Oslo, or Copenhagen and see things your way at your pace. No matter how you plan your Scandinavian holiday, let Scandinavian Airlines begin your adventure and whisk you home again aboard one of their wide-bodied super jets. Enjoy the world-famous SAS cuisine that in itself is the best possible foretaste of treats to come. In Toronto, call Scandinavian Airlines at 362-5228 or see your travel agent. The Scandinavians, navigators of the world, since it was flat.
Pennsylvania State Police, Captain Hall speaking.
Trooper Broski, Captain.
Oh, anything new on Bowers, Broski?
I've been to a lot of clubs and taverns, didn't learn much.
I got a report a little while ago, Broski. 2 nightclubs held up early tonight, just across New Jersey line.
Bowers?
Looks like his work. I'll take your report over the phone, Broski.
It's too dark to read my notes in this booth, Captain. Besides, there's a guy outside pacing up and down like a tiger waiting to use the phone. Must be expecting twins or something.
Well, where are you, Broski, in case I want to reach you?
Place called the Boulevard Inn in Wilkes-Barre.
Boulevard Inn and Wilkes-Barre. Right, okay. Let the other fella have the phone. Maybe it's triplets.
Bye, Captain. Okay, mister, the phone's all yours.
It's about time. Forward.
Stop it.
No, you don't touch her. Quiet, stopper. All right. The next guy that moves gets the same treatment. Line up over there. This is a stick-up.
Every police officer in northeastern Pennsylvania joined in the hunt for the killers of Trooper John Broski. But police were stymied, Don, until they saw a young boy spend 3 cents in Philadelphia.
Well, before you tell us the significance of this, Dr. Simon, here's a word.
House. We help alcoholics. If you or you have a friend who drinks so much that...
Your drinking is destroying our marriage.
Sir, would you mind getting out of your car?
Mary, the meeting was at 2:30.
Mommy, when is Daddy coming home?
Alice, you're fired.
Renison House. We can help. We've been there. Come and live in here for a month, and we'll help you live out there for the rest of your life.
Renaissance Alcoholism Treatment Center, 488-5176.
Now back to gangbusters in the case of Bow Wow Bowers. Now, Dr. Simon, just how did the Pennsylvania State Police go about their search for the murderer of Trooper Broski?
Well, Don, Captain Hall took charge of the investigation at the Wilkes-Barre headquarters of the State Police. About an hour after the murder, Sergeant Haynes reported to Captain Hall on one phase of the investigation.
I've got the young lady outside, Captain.
What's her name, Sergeant?
Peggy Foster, sir. I checked on her. Comes from good people in Scranton.
Peggy Foster, huh? She know why she's here?
Not yet, sir.
All right, bring her in.
Yes.
All right, miss, in here, please.
I wish you'd tell me why I'm here. This is ridiculous. I didn't even see the shooting.
Captain Hall, this is Miss Peggy Foster.
How do you do?
Captain, would you mind explaining all this to me?
Would you sit down, Miss Foster?
All right, but I still don't see
Sit down, please, won't you? Now, would you explain exactly what you were doing at the Boulevard Inn tonight?
Of course I'll explain. I'm a guest at a summer resort in Wayne County. I was to meet another guest, Mr. Burns, Mr. Horace Burns, at the Boulevard Inn at 11 o'clock.
But you didn't arrive until after midnight, 5 minutes after the shooting.
I had a flat tire on the way. I had to change it myself. Look at my clothes.
When you came into the tavern and learned there was a murder, you became hysterical.
When I didn't see Mr. Burns, the thought suddenly struck me that he was the one who'd been killed.
You didn't know it was Trooper Broski?
Somebody finally told me.
Then you never did see this Mr. Burns at the tavern?
No, sir. I don't know what could have happened to him.
Miss Foster, would you take a look at this photograph?
Certainly.
Is that Mr. Burns?
Yes, that's Horace. But this number, why the number?
What do you think?
He's no criminal.
He killed Trooper Brusky.
No.
He's wanted for 24 recent holdups.
He couldn't, not Horace.
Miss Foster, it's true.
No.
Now, look, please, Miss Foster, please try to help us.
All right, Captain Hall, I'll try.
Your Mr. Burns is really Horace Bowers. He's a killer.
There must be a mistake. He was so nice to me. So nice.
Well, Miss Foster, I'm afraid he wasn't sincere. He was using you for an alibi.
Oh, no.
Now, in the weeks that Bowers saw you, he may have unconsciously told you many things. Little things that may help us find him. Now, we'd like to start asking you questions. Little questions.
All right, Captain.
Now, Miss Foster, when did you first meet Bowers?
The day I registered at the lake, 3 weeks ago.
How was he dressed?
Very smartly. He always liked to dress well.
Did you see his luggage? How many suitcases was he carrying?
I don't remember that.
What else did Bowers have to drink?
Nothing, only 2 highballs.
What time did he leave the next day?
10. I think it was 10.
What was he wearing?
Work jacket, I think.
Did he leave Andreoli behind when he drove away that day?
No, sir. I think Andreoli...
Always commenting about the noises trains make near his home, you say?
Yes, always.
In Philadelphia?
Yes, Philadelphia.
Is this North Philadelphia?
Yes, North Philadelphia.
And Bowers said he was heading for Philadelphia as soon as he left this part of the country?
Yes.
And the last time you heard from Bowers was when he called you tonight?
That was the last time, yes.
Well, I think that's all for now. And we're very much obliged, Miss Foster.
Thank goodness.
Thank you very much, Miss Foster. Sorry we had to question you so long. You can go now and get some rest. Sergeant and I have some work.
All right, Captain Hall. Good night.
Well, Captain, what's our first move?
Well, from what the girl said, Bowers apparently sees a lot of Philadelphia.
Bowers knows we're hotter after him than ever, Captain. He'll have a good hideout, and he won't show his face outside.
Well, it won't be easy. But did the girl's answers convey any particular quirks to you about Bowers' personality?
He seems pretty vain.
And curious.
Right. So?
He would be especially curious about the progress of our investigation into Trooper Brusky's murder.
You mean he'll read the newspapers?
Exactly. And the most detailed accounts will be carried in the Wilkes-Barre papers. And Bowers will want to see them most of all.
I think you've got it, Captain. I'll put an immediate cover on every stand in Philadelphia that handles out-of-town newspapers.
Captain Hall speaking.
Sergeant Haynes, Captain. I think we've located Bowers.
Good.
An hour ago, a young boy bought yesterday's Wilkes-Barre paper at the main newsstand in North Philadelphia.
The railroad station?
Yes, sir. The boy's never been near Wilkes-Barre. He was buying the paper for someone else.
Bowers?
From the description, yes. He's at the Palm Manor Apartments. 2 men are covering the place now.
Get set for a raid immediately, Sergeant. We'll see if we can put a muzzle on this bow of Bowers.
The men posted on all street corners, Sergeant.
We got the block surrounded, Captain.
Good. On a night like this, Bowers might slip out through the storm.
This is the house, Captain.
Come on. Front door's open.
The apartment at the end of the hall.
We may run into gunfire now. Be ready for anything.
Who is it? The janitor. The water's leaking down into the basement from your apartment. Just a second.
Get set to move fast now. Guns out.
Yes, sir.
All right, Bowers, get your hands up.
Watch this.
Don't move,
Andrioli.
Oh, you down. Come along, you two. You're wanted for murder.
Bowers and Andrioli were tried promptly for the murder of State Trooper Brodsky, Don, and both received life sentences in Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia. In prison, Bowers was assigned to the corner cell of the 10th cell block. He became sullen and moody. At night, when the other convicts were asleep, Bowers paced his cell, brooding and thinking.
Hey, Bowers, for Pete's sake, will you stop that walking up and down? How can other guys sleep?
Shut up.
You act like you was going stir-crazy.
I'm getting out of this can.
Who's going to boost you over the wall? The warden?
I ain't going over the wall.
Oh, no?
No, under it.
Huh?
Yeah, a tunnel.
Oh, you're nuts. The guards would spot a tunnel in no time.
You gotta have camouflage. I got it all worked out. Any con can get permission to build a bookcase in his cell, right?
And the shelf. So what?
So we'll build our bookcase. Then all we need is some plaster and some water. That's for the rest of the camouflage.
Now I know you're nuts.
No, I've been reading a magazine. There was a picture of it. A picture of a death mask.
A death mask? You mean one of them plastic casts that they make of your face and your head?
Yeah. We build a tunnel right from this cell here. The bookcase will cover up the tunnel so nobody can see it. The death masks and some stuff bunched up under the covers will make the guards think it's us sleeping, while we're really digging the tunnel.
You forget one little thing, Bowers.
What?
The dirt. What do we do with the dirt from the tunnel?
Easy. Lots of times during the day, all the cells are open and us cons can come and go. We get a dozen guys in on this. We give them the dirt to carry out in their hats, their pockets, paper bags, anything. And they dump it around the grounds. Us birds will be flying out of this cage before you know it. Okay, guard's gone. Get out of your bed.
Yeah, Bowers.
Help me move this bookcase. All right. Easy now.
Yeah.
Okay. Crawl into the tunnel. I'll fix the bookcase back in place and arrange the death masks.
The way things are going, Bowers, we ought to break through with another couple of nights' work.
Cut the talk and crawl in there before the guard comes back. Hurry up.
Yeah. Okay.
Come in.
Scott, some other guards and myself just noticed something this evening in the grounds around the prison buildings that looks rather suspicious.
Yes?
There's some spots in the yard where it looks like fresh earth has been stamped into the ground.
Fresh earth, eh?
Yeah.
You mean only one thing. Convicts digging a tunnel somewhere and trying to dispose of the dirt they take out. Order an immediate search. The cell blocks in every building in the prison.
I don't care who says so. There can't be any tunnel being dug from this part of the prison.
Just the same, we're going to check and recheck every hour right through the night. Okay, flash your light into this cell.
Nah, both convicts sound asleep.
We'll try the next.
Okay here.
Whose cell is this?
Powers.
Flash your light.
Sound asleep. You move back along the next row?
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Wait a minute, flash your light inside the cell again.
What's the matter? Both those cons are asleep?
Yes, but just watch those bodies.
They're not breathing.
Right. Open the cell door. Careful now. Pull the covers off this cot.
It's empty. Only blankets.
And a plaster cast, a death mask.
Look there, under the bookcase.
A tunnel.
Yeah.
Get out and alarm. I'll watch here. They aren't still in the tunnel. They didn't get very far.
They found out awful quick, Bowers.
Well, lucky it's still dark. Keep running.
We need a car. Quick.
Run. We'll get a car.
Hey, look. A milk truck.
Flag him down.
Hey, stop. Stop. Hold it. Wait a minute. Hold it. Stop. Come on.
Some other cops stopped me back there. You guys ain't cops.
How'd you guess it, brother? Come on. Now, get out of the truck. Try any funny stuff and you'll get this knife in the throat.
Yes, sir.
Quick.
Yes, sir.
That'll keep the driver quiet. All right, guys, climb aboard.
All right,
come on.
Emergency. All police. All Bowers and escaping convicts have just slugged driver and stolen quality dairy milk truck. Last seen headed west on Brown Street. Watch for escaping convicts and stolen quality dairy milk truck. Last seen heading west on Brown Street.
Brung the driver, Bowers. He'll squeal and cops will spot this milk truck a mile away.
We're ditching the next car we see.
There's a car up ahead.
Good, after it.
Bowers.
What?
The cops. Behind us.
Give it the gas.
Right. We ain't got a chance, Bowers.
Faster, faster.
I got it down to the floor.
Take the next corner. Take it.
Watch out.
Right.
Yeah, hold it. Bowers, the cops.
You ain't taking me.
Come out of there. Watch him, he's got a knife.
I killed one cop. I'll show you, I'll get...
Now, the rest of you come out. Okay, got my hands up. Sergeant, get an ambulance for Bowers. The rest of you line up against the wall. One move and you get the same thing. Bowers recovered from his wound, Don, and he and the other men who participated in that break last April the 3rd are back in Eastern State Penitentiary.
Well, that certainly was quick work on the part of the Pennsylvania police, Dr. Simon. And I can see what you mean by the necessity of knowing how the criminal mind thinks and acts in combating crime. Thank you for a fine case, Dr. Simon.
A century ago, 1 person in 5 died from tuberculosis before age 50. Today, thanks to organizations like your Lung Association, death from TB is rare. The association works to reduce the risk of all lung diseases and promote health through research and education on the effects of pollution, pollen, and other environmental factors that can take your breath away. Your Lung Association, the Christmas Seal people, has the information to help reduce the risk. Remember, your lungs are for life.
Be with us again.
Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe.